Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
That was beautiful. I
That
love it.
movie was the hype. I don't know if you saw it, but it was so good.
I don't think I ever did. I don't think I saw that.
Oh, it brought back the cheese, but just enough. Oh, I'm Ray. Oh, we need to restart, don't we?
No, it's good. I'll edit it out. I'm that other one. I'm Chris.
Oh, that other guy.
Yeah, I'm that other guy. It's all good. Oh, I'm getting a text. Hold on. Let me just. Oh, it's you. We're all good. Okay. So, yeah, this is a podcast. We're gonna talk about stuff. What are we gonna talk about?
We're going to talk about some new anime releases that are coming out. One in particular that I'm sure everyone is excited for. Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted. You keep going.
Really? Really?
Just keep
You're
going.
not excited for One Punch Man Season 2?
Well,
Or Baki?
Well,
One Punch! I'm here for fun. I'm number one.
Not
You
so
never
much.
got into One Punch Man?
No, I never got it. No, I didn't.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't want to.
Why?
Because it didn't look appealing.
Oh, dude, the first bad guy has Piccolo's voice.
Yeah, it's Sabat.
So
Sabat voiced him, I heard.
It's a parody of Piccolo's character.
And he looks like Piccolo and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. It's just a parody of strong fighting characters. That's the whole thing. It's as if you stuck a Dragon Ball Z character in some normal world. Kinda.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Not really normal.
That's awesome. I mean,
it's as if Goku's just fighting humans.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
One punch, boom, they blow up. It's so good. They take themselves so seriously, and he already knows that he's gonna win, and it's just so depressing for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I can respect that.
I think the end of Season 1, the strongest opponent he faced survived 3 punches.
Dang.
And he was so happy the first 2. He's like, oh my god, this guy can fight. Yes, serious punch. Boom, blows up dead.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's great.
He's
I
like,
love that.
Yeah!
They should change his name to 3 Punch Man because it took 3 punches.
That was only the last dude, and everyone else has been 1 punch.
I think, okay, you know what I think would be like a clever like title thing? Like as the opponents get progressively stronger, he like changes his superhero name. Like Season 1 he's 1 Punch Man, but Season 2 it takes 2 punches, so he's 2 Punch Man.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
That'd be so good. Yep.
No, I've read so far ahead of this anime in the manga.
Yeah.
We're waiting right now for this final, what looks like to be final fight, God of all the monsters. They're making him seem really strong, but I have my doubts, because so far everything has been 1 punch after that one fight.
Oh yeah, I get that.
He's really nervous about it.
He's fine.
Like, please last longer than a punch. Okay, One Punch Man is just a gift. It's just all parodies of stereotypes, just punched away.
Oh yeah, I totally get that. Like, I never got into it because I don't know, I just never had time and I was never really interested in anything aside from Dragon Ball. So
I get why. I think I understand why you just limit yourself to the one anime because you want to keep some of your free time, I guess, for other stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
That's always been my theory behind it. Has there been anything else that there's like no anime has ever caught your attention besides Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Death Note, but Death Note doesn't really count.
Death Note doesn't count? How's that
I mean,
count?
it sort of does, but like not really, because it
over?
was. Yeah, it's over. It was a one-off essentially. Like there's no continuation. But with like Dragon Ball, it's like something I could watch every week. So.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of the not One Punch Man. Speaking of Death Note, did you ever watch the movie?
No, I heard it was really bad.
With
Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it was really bad.
The only good part about the movie was Willem Dafoe. Any scene that he was in, it was good. After that, oh my gosh.
There's a lot of movies that Willem Dafoe makes better. Like Spider-Man 1 and Boondock Saints. Yeah.
That's
such
my
a good
favorite
movie.
I'm so happy you and Colin showed me that.
Oh, dude, I am too. It's such a good movie.
The greatest gift movie. It's
so
now
good.
my favorite movie.
It's one of my favorites. Like, it's like a cult classic. It's really good.
It's more people should see that movie. It's really good.
I mean, more people within the demographic, I think. But, like, I don't think it's an every person movie. Like, there's definitely people who'd get offended by that.
The race joke.
I mean, yeah. Plus, like,
the white guy. It was great.
There's some offensive stuff, but, like, I think the target demographic is, like, teenage male. Or, like, stereotypical guy, you know, because it's, like, uber violence and stuff like that.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I wouldn't show my grandma that, you know?
Not grandma.
You know there's a second one, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to watch
it. That's fair.
Never watch a sequel to a movie that you think is perfect.
I mean, Shrek 2.
No, I didn't like Shrek 2 as much.
You didn't like Shrek 2? Oh, how dare you.
Not as much. I like Puss in Boots. He was the best part of that movie.
How dare you. Shrek 2 is art.
Well, Lion King 2, I guess I can agree to that.
Lion King 2 is awful.
Lion King 2. No.
Lion King 1.5 is a better sequel.
No, it's the same story.
Yeah, but it's from Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, and it's dumb.
No, it's not. It's way better.
No, it's basically a commentary with Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, and that's beautiful.
No, if I want to watch a cartoon commentary, I already know where to go. VeggieTales Noah with Larry and the two other guys, and it's hilarious. They go off track all the time.
Oh, yeah.
At one point in that movie, I don't know if you watch the commentary, Larry gives the origin story for hush puppies in a Chinese restaurant.
That's amazing.
They had all these puppies in the back, and they wouldn't be quiet, so they're just like, hush puppies.
It's beautiful.
I could watch that.
VeggieTales is very much like that, though. Like, VeggieTales is very meta. Like
the old VeggieTales? Yes. Yeah. Did you see the new ones?
Oh, yeah, they're awful.
I hate them so much.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Piece of bacon, I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, you're not a vegetable. You don't belong.
You do not belong here.
The piece of bacon's like vegan, and so he has to like eat vegetables.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make it weird for anyone there? Like, normally the go-to was just have them eat chocolate.
No,
it was just
Love Songs with Mr.
Larry
Lunt.
Boy that ate.
Have you seen Love Songs with Mr. Lunt?
He had the cheeseburger.
He had cheeseburger and bacon and eggs.
No, he didn't want the bacon and eggs.
Yeah, he did. Because he woke up the next morning and Denny's had a deal for bacon and eggs on half price. And he's
was
like,
it
I'm gonna
Denny's?
Go get bacon and eggs. Yeah.
Why did it have a clown speaker?
No, that was Burger Bell that had the clown speaker.
Yeah,
Denny's
so he went to Burger Bell.
Yeah, he went to Burger Bell originally, and then he saw that Denny's had like a deal on breakfast, and so he went to Denny's. It was great.
He spent the whole night in a drive-thru just waiting.
Yeah, that's love, dude. That's love. It's a love song with Mr. Lunt. Mr. Lunt, because of that one-off song that he did, as opposed to a silly song with Larry, is my favorite character for VeggieTales. Because of Love Songs with Mr. Lunt.
Nah, Larry will always be my favorite. I think Bob, and it's kind of sad, but I think Bob is everyone's
Oh yeah, everybody hates Bob.
Or second favorite, compared to the kid.
Yeah.
I don't like the Asparagus Kid that much. I like his
You don't
dad,
like, what's his name? Junior Asparagus. You don't like him?
Yeah. Not as much. Mainly because the movie where he lies in it scars me for life.
Oh yeah, the rumor one with.
No, that's the one after that. Just the alien from outer space, whatever, that gets bigger and then is about to eat everyone.
Oh
that movie gave me nightmares.
Oh dude, I don't blame you.
I was so little when I saw it. I can't watch that movie again, and I won't.
I get that. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite ones was it was like Josh and the Wall or whatever.
Yes,
and, like,
that's
the
my
French
favorite.
keys were
with
like
the song.
Yeah, the Jericho
Keep
one.
Walking. But you will not break down our wall. Keep walking. Yep. Hey, but she isn't gonna fall. It's plain to see. Your brains are very small. To keep walking, we'll be knocking down our wall.
Yeah.
Dude, yes.
That one. That one was good.
Yes.
That was really good, actually.
Dang it, now I want to watch VeggieTales.
No, it's good. It's fine.
Okay.
I was actually at the store today, and they were selling DVDs of VeggieTales. It was beautiful.
That makes me happy. That
Like
VeggieTales is still a thing.
oh yeah.
I don't like where it's going, but I do love where it started so much.
Yeah, I mean, VeggieTales was just wholesome and very meta. It was good.
I
One of
think
my
they
favorite
broke
ones.
the fourth wall every time.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure they broke the fourth wall all the time.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite ones. It wasn't even like, or I don't know. It was like about Madame Blueberry or something like that. And like there's this. It's like supposed to teach you that you can be happy without like buying things.
Yes.
And
I don't remember this one as well, but
all I remember from it is there's like Bob and Larry and like salesmen are at this like mega store and they're trying to advertise for Madame Blueberry, and Bob and Larry are trying to stop the salesman or something, and they like race out like riding shopping carts. Like the salesmen go and then Bob goes and then Larry hops in a shopping basket and like scoots his way. That's all I remember.
Wasn't Junior in that movie who reveals the real lesson at the end?
Probably. I have no idea. It's been a while. It's been such a long time that I only have the movie on VCR.
Yeah, all of my VeggieTales are on VCR besides Jonah, because that will always be my favorite, I think. I like Joshua on the Wall, or the one about the three brothers who won't bow to the idol. That's a giant bunny.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Meshach, something in Abednego.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one was also good.
The Vikings who don't share everything or anything. That I remember that one because
they don't share anything. Do you mean the pirates that don't do anything?
Yeah, something like that.
Don't share anything.
All I remember is like the Junior Asparagus made like pot holders or something like that.
I just remember them playing goldfish all the time. They play goldfish to decide who gets off the boat and who God is punishing.
That's great. That's hilarious. No, it was. Oh, I'm thinking of a wrong one. It was called Lyle the Kindly Viking. It wasn't about the pirates. It was Lyle the Kindly Viking.
I did not see them. Did you see Little Joe, the Western one?
I saw that in the store today, but I've never seen it.
I've never seen that one either, and I really do, because it's still an older one, but I've never seen it. It's like the only VeggieTales classic I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Little Joe. He's a hero. That's all I remember from the commercials.
That's great.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
All right. Now, we started on Power Rangers. Let's try to go back to Power Rangers.
Okay.
So you didn't see this movie?
I heard a lot about it, and I'm not sure I want to see it.
Before the movie came out, they literally on Twitch live streamed all of the Power Rangers. Just
I heard about that.
People who came to the movie theaters won't be going into there thinking, oh, this is gonna be a serious movie. You gotta take everything seriously. No, they straight up remind everyone, this is Power Rangers. We get cheesy as crap. Our villains are silly. Everything about this should be taken extremely seriously.
Yeah.
And I love that they brought back the cheese in this movie.
I mean,
it was great.
Aside from like 2 seasons by Disney, every single season of Power Rangers was like very cheesy. Except for, actually no, I shouldn't say that. Power Rangers RPM was not cheesy at all. That was very serious. And Power Rangers in Space is very serious. And
that's the one that did the crossover with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. And In Space and RPM both were meant to be serious because they were both of them were supposed to be the last seasons. And they just got renewed by a different company.
Yeah, originally we were just taking footage from Japan and just
Oh no, we still do.
We still do that? I thought the newer ones were made in America.
No, they're definitely not.
Oh, okay.
It's still taking footage from Super Sentai. It's just, I don't know, it's different. Especially because with the Haim Saban era and Nickelodeon, they keep skipping seasons. Now we're in the Hasbro era because Hasbro bought out Power Rangers. It's a mess. But
I don't mind. I kind of like that.
Yeah, but I hope it's better than Haim Saban or the Saban era and Nickelodeon. It's still on Nickelodeon, but it's Hasbro owned now, so I hope it's better. But
it's based off Saban's Power Rangers. The movie's called Saban's Power Rangers.
Which Saban? Haim or Neo?
It's the Mighty Morphing, the first one.
Okay, so Haim, I think. Because Neo Saban is Nickelodeon. I might have said Haim for Nickelodeon, but that's wrong. It's Neo Saban in the Nickelodeon era.
I liked how hold on, let me restart this. I don't like how people are comparing this to Transformers.
It's very much so like Transformers, though.
Because this movie actually focuses on the characters, and you actually see them develop. You can get attached to these, unlike in any of the Transformers movies where the humans are just there to stick around.
Oh yeah.
Like, you will get attached to these characters, and you can see that they're actual people. You can feel for them. Yeah. But in any Transformer, I wish people compared them to Transformers more like this. Like, oh, the people actually have personalities in here.
Yeah.
Like, in a positive aspect, I wish people would compare it more like that.
Yeah, I get that.
But in America, this movie did freaking awesome. But in China, where it matters, it didn't go so well.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So there's a very large chance that they are not going to do the 7 movies that they planned, which kind of makes me sad.
For what? Transformers or Power Rangers?
Yeah, Power Rangers.
They're doing a second one because Hasbro renewed it.
Yeah, that's good. Because in China, it bombed.
Oh, yeah, it bombed.
That's where most of the money goes.
Yeah. Some of them bombed, like, pretty hard. I'm not going to lie. But that's just risks you have to take to figure it out, you know? That's just risks you have to take.
Yeah, I want there to be another one of these because it brought me back to my childhood.
I would want to see a new one if they brought in the Green Ranger. And that would be the only reason I'd go see it.
They're definitely planning on it in the second or the third movie if it's still on the script.
No, I think it's going to be... This is how I would do it if I were, like, the people doing this, running it. I would do classic Mighty Morphin with no extra Ranger, right?
Nope, that's how they did the first one.
Right, exactly. The second one, I would introduce the Green Ranger, and I'd do the Green with Evil arc, and Tommy becomes
better
good
have
at the
that
end.
candle. I'm going to be mad.
Yeah. And then the third one, I would have the White Ranger be introduced, and then maybe the power shift happen at the end. Like, maybe they die, and the power has to be shifted, or maybe they, like, want to get away, or something like that, and they shift the power to the new guys.
Isn't that what normally happens at the end of each Power Rangers? They die, or they pass it on?
No. Sometimes the power gets destroyed. Sometimes they just stop being Rangers because the evil's defeated. It just depends. Especially with the original, like, Mighty Morphin all the way up to In Space, it was transferred mid-season, typically. And then we got half the season with, like, the original characters, and then half the season with the new ones. And that pretty much was the same kind of style that went all the way from Mighty Morphin to In Space. So,
I don't know if you noticed this during the Twitch stream of Power Rangers. Wait, did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, but if you pay attention, the putties, each time they come in, the people in the costumes go out of the way to make their entrances even more goofier and goofier every time they're introduced. Like, eventually they're coming off of swing sets and crap.
Oh, yeah.
One episode they were in a pyramid position just jumping off each other. They had fun on that show. They really did.
Absolutely. And then I was like talking the movie order. And then after the power transfer and the new people get introduced, I would have the Mighty Morphin powers get destroyed like they normally do. And then I would have Zeo come in, and I'd have, like, the third movie's plot be about the Zeo crystal or something like that. And then the fourth movie would be Power Rangers Zeo. And then Zeo would turn into Power Rangers Turbo, the movie for number 5.
No.
Yes.
Turbo was awful.
I agree, but...
The only thing good about it was the intro.
Yeah.
The intro was all the hype.
Well, I mean, Turbo was bad, I agree, but it doesn't have to strictly adhere to the canon. Like, they can change it. Obviously, they're not adhering strictly to the canon, because if that were the case, then the characters would represent their old TV show counterparts, and they don't.
As long as they don't make some kid a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
I might be able to bear it. Because that made me real mad with the Blue Ranger crap.
Well, I mean, they got, like, a 12-year-old to, like, play... Or no, he's, like, 14. They got, like, a 14-year-old to play, like, a 12-year-old. If they got, like... a 16, 17-year-old to play, like, a 14-year-old, I could see it more, because it'd be a little bit more realistic.
To me, was more offensive than Little Annie from Phantom Menace.
I wasn't offended by that.
You liked Little Anakin?
Yeah, well, I didn't like him, but I wasn't like outright bothered by him. He was okay.
I was
wasn't
like,
awful.
This little here is supposed to be the epic Darth Vader.
I mean,
it made me so mad.
To be fair, Anakin and Darth Vader are very like different people, because Anakin hasn't like seen crap and Darth Vader's seen some crap.
Yeah, I liked the Anakin in the second and third.
I didn't like Anakin in 2, but I liked Anakin in 3.
He's a good actor. The writers were off their mind, though. Any silent moment between him and Padme, you can feel that. The moments are real.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody criticizes the prequels for bad acting, but like the 3 mains were really good actors.
Yeah, nobody hates Obi-Wan.
No, nobody hates Ewan McGregor. Nobody hates Hayden Christensen, like, outright. Nobody hates Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman's still doing stuff.
Oh, yeah. So was McGregor.
Yeah, they're all very talented actors. It's just the fact that they were new when the first 3 movies, like the prequel movies, came out. They were new actors, and the writing was relatively, like, cruddy. But the prequels are not bad movies in any regard. The prequels are actually, like, pretty decent movies. They're not terrible. They're better than The Last Jedi, but...
Yeah, you can understand the world they're in right when they start.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very clear. And people complain about the government thing.
Yeah, but the politics thing actually makes sense because it like drives the plot.
It does make sense. They each represent their planet.
Yeah, exactly.
The Senate made sense. I don't get why people complain about Senate.
Sorry.
Yes. No. Go ham on those voices whenever you feel like.
Thank you. But yeah, no, I thought the prequels were better than The Last Jedi, like all of them, and I like one of my least favorite Star Wars movies is Attack of the Clones. And I still think Attack of the Clones... Yeah, I cannot stand Attack of the Clones.
Okay, is it because of the part when he slaughtered them all?
No, it's not even that. It's...
Or I don't like sand?
I don't like Anakin's character in that one. He's very aggressive. He's very... He's like a moody teenager, and I don't like watching that. Obi-Wan was a failure most of the movie, and I didn't like that. And I didn't like his haircut. Stupid Jedi mullet. And then...
I can't hate him, ever.
No, I just didn't think it was a good movie for Obi-Wan.
No, it wasn't. They made him look very weak, and they, I think, went out of the way to point out that Anakin was stronger than Obi-Wan in it.
Yeah. And I mean, Revenge of the Sith, I was watching Revenge of the Sith today, and Revenge of the Sith does that, but it's like the power scaling is more subtle.
Yeah, if you watch that fight, you'll see that Obi-Wan's mostly on the defensive.
Right. No, not even that. Like, the beginning of the movie when they're facing off against Count Dooku, like, Obi-Wan's getting tossed, and Anakin's actually, like, keeping tempo. Like, keeping pace.
Yeah. Like, I feel like... You, read, not Comic Historian, what's the guy who talks about Star Wars all the time in comics?
Star Wars Theory, or...?
Yeah, Star Wars Theory. He brings up why Anakin wasn't sent to fight General Grievous, but Obi-Wan was.
Oh, yeah.
Obi-Wan has mastered the main defensive style.
Oh, yeah. Plus,
like Anakin's all aggressive, but Obi-Wan is strictly defense counter, and which is perfect for Grievous.
I mean, if Anakin went to face Grievous, Anakin would have won, but...
I think he would have won.
Like, Anakin would have won, but it would have been a way more brutal fight.
Like, Anakin would have lost an arm. I think he would have died. Really?
You think Anakin would have died against Grievous? Wow, dude.
Yeah, because of just his fighting style. He's aggressive, and you can't do that with Grievous, because he has 4 arms that he has clearly been proven to be very capable in.
I mean, sort of?
Grievous could just block his lightsaber attacks, and then just cut him down with one of the other 3.
I don't know. I think because Dooku was stronger than Grievous, that's just a given. Dooku's always been stronger than Grievous, and Anakin took Dooku down, like, solo. Like, power scaling for, like, the Separatist/Sith Lord side, it would go Palpatine, Vader, Darth Maul, and then Dooku, and then Grievous. That's just the way I see it, you know?
While we're on Star Wars...
Yeah.
What do you think that next movie's going to be about? Because I'm struggling to comprehend where they're going right now. I feel like they're going to what was it? Return of the Jedi.
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be like 100% of the fan base isn't going to be satisfied regardless.
That's for sure.
It's going to be, depending on what direction JJ goes, it's either going to be a bunch of cleanup or it's just going to be a bunch of middle fingers to the fans. In one way or another, people aren't going to be happy. So hopefully it's like, from a narrative perspective, I hope it's really good. From a story perspective, I hope it's amazing. But
yeah, last episode we went over this, like the way it should have been structured. They killed Mark Hamill off too early. They should have done it in the movie that's going to come out soon. Yeah,
they should have killed him off in episode 9 because he's like the Yoda character, and the Yoda character got screwed.
Yeah. Also, what's up with Yoda being able to use the Force as a ghost?
Plot subversion? Ask
if he can make
Ryan
explosions
Johnson.
out of the Force, why didn't he just kill Darth Vader and the Sith Lord as the ghost?
It might be a situation because you got to remember, there's like the Jedi are big into like prophecy and stuff. And so, especially with like the Chosen One prophecy, they were really big into that. And so you got to think Yoda didn't interfere with.
Palpatine started that prophecy.
That's debatable. We don't actually know if he did that.
It was him or his master that started it.
Again, that's speculation. We don't actually know. I'd like to think that Anakin was just born of the Force.
No, he was born from midichlorians.
That is the Force.
I know. It's just. I want to pick at it once while we have this.
Right, I get that. But where were we?
Oh, what we think the next movie's going to be. Like, on what direction.
Probably cleanup. I'd like to see actual character development aside from like the same character development over the process of 2 movies. I haven't learned anything about who these characters are to be like actually attached to them.
If this is really just a trilogy and they're going to like give us new characters, whatever, in the next trilogy, because you know they're gonna.
They're not going to do another trilogy. The Skywalker story is done.
No, not because another trilogy after this.
Right, but it's not going to be these characters that we're learning about.
I know, it's going to be new ones.
It's going to be entirely different ones.
If that's the case, I want this weird love story between Rey and the other guy. That's the Darth Vader ripoff. That is kind of good, but kind of not. I don't know. He's confusing. I want it to come full fruition, or they kill each other at the same time or something.
Like Romeo and Juliet style? That'd be cool. I'd actually watch that.
That'd be great.
They're not going to do that, though.
You know why? Why?
Toy deals.
What do you mean toy deals? They kill off characters and still sell toys.
Not if the characters are dead. That's why Han Solo stayed alive for Return of the Jedi. George Lucas didn't want kids playing with dead Han toys.
No, if they were going to kill Han Solo, it should have been in the second movie.
In Empire Strikes Back, yeah, that's what they originally planned, and then George Lucas is like, yeah, we're bringing you back for Return of the Jedi because no kid wants to play with dead Han Solo toys.
I'd play with dead Han Solo toys.
That's so funny to me, though, because, like, no kid wants to play with dead Han Solo toys, but I distinctively remember walking through Kmart when I was, like, 5 years old, when Revenge of the Sith was super popular, and I remember seeing a toy for a burned-out Grievous.
Yeah!
Like, General Grievous on fire as, like, an action figure.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm gonna look that up.
You're looking it up?
Yeah, because I remember that. I remember General Grievous being on fire as a toy.
I remember before the new trilogy started, they released this black edition of Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
Those were something special.
The black edition was really cool.
I don't know why they stopped making them. They looked real good.
Yeah.
I remember getting one for the Stormtrooper, and I want to say it was a Darth Maul.
Oh, gotcha.
That one was real special. I don't know what happened to those, but it makes me sad that I don't have them anymore.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you something, okay? I'm gonna send you the picture of the burned up Grievous because you just need to see it.
I need to see this burnt, crispy Grievous.
Grievous. It just needs to be seen.
Okay. Now remember to put this picture up on the podcast.
Oh yeah, right. I'll try to do that.
Oh, he is on fire.
Yeah. They sold that as a toy, so it's like, I don't know.
Like, zoom in on his chest and head. They are on fire.
Yeah, legit, though.
That is kind of awesome and weird.
Right, it
was a Target exclusive.
No, because it was in Kmart when I saw it. Oh, but okay, I see. Because the sticker has the Target exclusive thing on it. But that's not Target exclusive. Because it was in Kmart when I was a little boy.
That's just bullcrap marketing tactics.
Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But the direction for the Star Wars movie, hopefully a direction of character development. So they're not all bland, because none of them have developed at all. Hopefully Rose goes away forever.
Rose, wasn't that the one that sacrificed herself?
No, that was Holdo. Rose was the one who prevented Finn from sacrificing himself.
Yeah, she sacrificed herself by sacrificing.
No, she's alive.
I thought she died. Also,
no, Holdo died during the Lightspeed run.
Oh no.
Yeah. And the thing is, the worst part about that is I hate that because
I hate that scene. We've gone over this.
No, but I want to go over it again. I'm going over it again because I have more. From a character arc perspective. From a character arc perspective, it would have made more sense for Finn to die in The Last Jedi. Because he would have gone from someone who only wanted to run from the First Order, he wanted to avoid war at all costs, to being a full-fledged rebel, so much so that he's willing to die for the cause he's fighting for. And if he did, that would have been amazing. That would have been perfect. Because that would have been such a good character arc. And the movie would have been like 10 times better. People would have been mad, sure, but it would have been a 10 times better movie because we would have actually had like genuine development.
Yeah, make that the death that shocks everyone, not Mark Hamill. That would have been better. I
mean,
you know we're gonna get the Mark Hamill ghost.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Mark Hamill ghost.
I hope he dicks around.
I don't think he will. I think he's gonna like have like some sage wisdom like Obi-Wan or something like that.
Just say use the Force at a certain moment.
Yeah,
that's all he's gonna do.
That would be what Mark Hamill as a ghost would do, but that wouldn't be what Luke Skywalker would do.
Yeah, nah, probably.
I mean, that's just.
Which one Obi-Wan did you like? Original trilogy or prequels?
I liked prequel more, but I just think prequel Obi-Wan had way more development than Obi-Wan from A New Hope. Yeah,
the New Hope one comes across as like, I'm a wise sage. Listen to me. I know what's better.
His character's really vague in the original trilogy, and like I don't like that.
He's got that mystique, but there's too much mystique.
Yeah, exactly. There's too much mystery surrounding it, and
when he died, basically by killing himself, committing suicide, that's like the one scene in that movie. I'm like, why?
I think it's just because he realized like that's where his story ended, because he saw that there was a New Hope. He saw that like Luke was there.
Yeah, and the New Hope hasn't been trained at all.
Yeah, but he knows to go to Yoda because he like legit like comes to Luke in a vision. It's like, go seek Yoda, and he does, and Luke trains.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like that. Well, speaking of franchises potentially dying, Aquaman came out.
Yeah.
Do you know how good it did on for tomatoes?
Probably really good. I'll look that up right now, though.
65%.
Oh, yeah. Rotten Tomatoes has like never like been a fan of DC movies, though.
The audience score?
78.
78%. Yep. I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it because they have sharks with cannons on them. It's stupid, and I want to see it in action.
I get that. That's so funny. You said the sharks with cannons on them, and like that's the first picture on the Rotten Tomatoes site.
Oh, you're on it too?
Yeah. I wanted to see for myself.
I wanted this movie to do great so I can have more confidence in Shazam coming out.
I still want to go see Shazam.
I want Shazam to be so good. Like, did you see the new trailer? How they were describing him?
Yeah.
That is one-for-one Shazam in comics.
Yeah. I want to see Shazam because I know it's not a serious movie. Because DC can't really do a serious movie.
Yeah. I was told, like, Aquaman is not a serious movie either. I'm like, oh my gosh, DC is fixing its mistake. It's leaving the 90s. It's leaving the 90s.
You'd think.
Get us out of the dark movie crap until like a finale that Marvel's doing. Which is basically what Marvel did, and Harry Potter.
Well, Marvel's not... No, but that's the thing. After Endgame, Marvel's still going strong. Marvel's not going to go for a finale because Marvel's still making too much money.
No, but like how Harry Potter is pretty light and not very dark until like the last 3 movies.
Oh yeah.
Like they keep it.
It's
like,
super lighthearted.
Dark.
And then
like,
it gets really dark.
To the point where this dark point at the end has been earned.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been a huge fan of Harry Potter.
You don't like Lord of the Rings? You don't like Harry Potter?
I don't mind Lord of the Rings. Like,
you watched one movie.
Yeah, Fellowship was alright.
Just now.
Yeah,
Not
recently.
Just now.
Fellowship was alright though. Like, I didn't mind it at all. Like, Fellowship was pretty good. It was long. It was really long, and therefore I was like really bored with it.
Yeah, extended cuts are not for you. But
no, definitely not.
Except for the last one, because that war scene though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll take your word for it.
Like, I now, and people who watch this, don't text me. I don't care your opinion. I skip every scene with Frodo and Sam until the end.
Frodo.
In the Fellowship, I watch it because they're all together.
Yeah.
And then I skip every scene they have in the rest of the movies till the last one, where they're like near the end, right when it starts at Sheila, this giant spider.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll continue to watch them again.
Yo, she's in Shadow of War. She's in the game.
Oh yeah, they give some huge lore drops for her, which I think is pretty cool.
That's amazing. I didn't even realize.
Dude, you didn't know she was the last of her people?
No.
Oh yeah, like everyone joined together to slaughter the giant spiders. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Sam
want them
does
to make
it.
a movie about that.
Sam is the one who kills the spider, right?
Oh yeah, Sam killed her. Kills her good.
That's what I thought. Sam is the true hero of Lord of the Rings. Let's just be real.
Yeah, Frodo kind of dropped the ball at the end there.
I mean, Frodo, his whole character is based on him dropping the ball.
Like, he was pure in the beginning, pure in the middle, but in the middle you kind of see the ring getting to him. Like, it's becoming, the burden's getting worse and worse the longer you have it.
Yeah.
And at the end, it gets him.
Yeah.
And he starts to trust Smeagol more than his best friend, because the ring's making him crazy.
Yep.
I get why his character had to do that. I don't hate him for it. I don't hate Sam. It's not exciting watching them do stuff.
Right. It's like watching Finn and Rose go on wacky adventures while you really want to be watching Rey and Luke train in the ways of the Jedi.
Yes, I did not care for anything in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, any part of them, I didn't care for, except for the beginning scene when you meet her and she tases him. I'm like, oh, this character's gonna be awesome.
And no, she wasn't. She was awful.
No.
You know, okay.
She was awful.
You know what really bothers me about... I'm going to do a comparison, actually, between Revenge of the Sith, because I just watched it, and The Last Jedi, with opening scenes as action sequences. The thing that The Last Jedi did wrong with the opening action sequence is they had a war going on, and they tried to make you care about random people in the war. Whereas any other Star Wars movie, if you notice an action sequence and they're in the middle of a fight, it's always centered around one of the main characters, regardless. In Revenge of the Sith, it was Anakin and Obi-Wan's reactions to the dogfight that was happening in space. In the battle for Hoth in Empire Strikes Back, it was Luke's reaction to his comrades dying, right? Mm-hmm. In The Last Jedi, there's none of that. It's Poe for like 2 seconds, and then it cuts to like random people within the war, and I don't care about that, you know? Genuinely speaking, really Rose's character would have carried the same weight had we not seen her sister die.
Oh my gosh, I know this part has been argued to death, but the person who takes over on the ship and doesn't tell anyone her plan because she's trying to be a mother figure,
or something like that.
It is straight up her fault why the rebellion happened on that ship.
I mean, actually, it's straight up her fault that the whole conflict of the movie happens.
No, they were still being chased before that.
Okay, no, but hear me out, okay? Because I've thought of this intricately.
Okay, I'll hear this.
If Holdo tells Poe what the plan is from the get-go, Poe then is like, oh, that's a really reasonable plan, and I understand that because it was Leia's plan. She should have just been like, hey, Poe, I have a plan. It's Leia's plan. We're going to go with it. And he would have been okay with that. He'd been like, okay, that's awesome. It's Leia's plan. Leia knows what she was doing, and so we're gonna do that.
But she's like, no, I'm in charge. You have to just do what I say.
Okay, but based on that, though, if she would have just done that, Poe wouldn't have told Finn and Rose to go out and find a code breaker to go get onto the ship to disable the light speed tracking. And if they don't do that, Finn and Rose never meet DJ, the the guy who sells them out. And if they never meet DJ never sells the Resistance out to the First Order. The First Order never figures out that they're using mini ships to go down to a planet and hide. And the Resistance lives.
And they wouldn't have killed off the cool stormtrooper chick.
Phasma? Yeah.
Phasma? Oh my gosh, she's from Game of Thrones. I don't know if you've seen her.
Gwendolyn Christie, yeah, she's from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, she is so awesome.
She's better in Game of Thrones than she is in Star Wars because she actually gets like screen time.
My God, you watch Game of Thrones?
No, but I know that.
Oh, you got me so excited for a second.
I'm sorry.
I was so happy.
I know she has screen time in Game of Thrones though. Like I do my research on characters.
Dude, Game of Thrones is for you. Just skip the sex scenes. You'll be fine.
Nah, dude. I don't have HBO, so I couldn't even do that.
Come over.
Maybe. Depends on when I'm free. Yeah, man.
Oh, the last season for that's coming out. We should talk about that when it happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'll talk about it and you'll listen, basically.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh, my God.
The people who are behind Game of Thrones are...
Yes.
After the last season of Game of Thrones are making a Star Wars set of movies. There you go.
1,000 times, yes. Make Star Wars great again, please.
I mean, if they want to make Star Wars great again, they need to stop oversaturating they need to stop flooding the swamp, essentially.
This is gonna... Yes. Yes, Chris, you got me excited for Star Wars.
You're welcome.
Well, I was kind of excited for Star Wars because of that Boba Fett movie.
They're not making that.
They canceled it?
They canceled a bunch of the anthology movies.
What about the Obi-Wan one?
Yeah, no, they canceled a bunch of the anthology movies because
Star Wars is dead. I don't care anymore.
Solo's reception was bad.
Well, yeah, no one wanted Solo's background.
Yeah, because it wasn't needed.
It was not needed.
And
like, if you would have shown him like during the Clone Wars, since he was alive then, I would have been interested.
He would have been really young, but I think I would have been more okay with that.
A kid surviving that would have been a good movie.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like seeing the Jedis in their prime with the clones.
That's what I wanted from live-action Star Wars, and that's why the Clone Wars disappointed me so bad.
I say we got that at the end. But
the animated series of the Clone Wars disappointed me really hard because they really messed the Star Wars they messed up the Star Wars canon for me.
The animated one, not the Clone Wars.
No, the
people who did Samurai Jack that did that one.
The CGI animated Clone Wars that lasted for 5 seasons or 6 seasons and then it got canceled and then it got renewed.
You didn't like that?
No.
It was all about the clones.
I didn't. Okay, but it ruined the Star Wars canon for me because there's no mention in the straight movies that Anakin ever had an apprentice. It ruins the concept of my powers have doubled since the last time we met count because they legit. It's like, oh lol, we met a month ago. Your powers have doubled since then. It establishes characters like Azaz Ventress and Ahsoka Tano and other people like that and Captain Rex for that matter, who have no relevance to the actual story and are never heard from unless it's in the animated series.
I love the Clone Wars more than I love the movies.
No, I love the movies more than I love the Clone Wars.
Oh, that's right in the feels.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's your opinion.
Right, no, obviously. But the
Clone Wars is what got me into Star Wars.
Oh. Revenge of the Sith was what got me into Star Wars.
No lie, I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, where are the clones? Who are these guys? They can't aim at all. Where's their training? Where's the commanders yelling out orders? What is this? And then I saw Darth Vader. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Hey, Annie, what's up? I already knew. I spoiled that for myself by watching Clone Wars, but I was like, hey, Annie, what's going on?
I watched...
You've changed. You're black. What the...
No. Oh, man. But no, I've watched Star Wars since I was 4 or 5, maybe even younger than that. I've been watching Star Wars for a long time, and I don't know. But I've been watching Star Wars since before I could have coherent memories and thoughts. And so I always knew the Darth Vader twist, and I always knew I don't know. I grew up on the nostalgia that the prequels were really good. And genuinely speaking, my justification for liking Revenge of the Sith as my favorite movie back then was on the basis that the action sequences were really good.
They
Or
were.
to dumb it down, it was like, I like the lightsaber fight.
You were right.
Yeah, they were really good. They were really good lightsaber fights. And people criticize those fights. Like, there's a scene in Anakin versus Obi-Wan where they're like swinging their lightsabers and they're not like clashing blades or anything like that. But like, I still think that looks amazing.
It looks really good.
And then like Star Wars theory has the justification that like from like outside source material, it was like, yeah, they were predicting each other's movements with the Force because they'd trained with each other for so long.
Yeah, they have to do that.
Right, exactly. And I remember people like talking to people and they're like, "Oh, that's so bad. That's bad choreography." I'm like, "No, that's not. Have you seen the rest of the fight? Like, that's really good choreography."
Well, what we all want to know is, what does it really mean to have the high ground?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a question that won't ever be answered, but we will speculate on it forever.
I think genuinely Obi-Wan was just like trying to goad Anakin.
Jump. Don't do it.
Yeah, well, I think he was just trying to goad Anakin into like attacking with a bunch of his power, and that's why he said don't try it, because he didn't want to do what he had to do, because he'd been in those situations before. Like he knows what he's doing. Obi-Wan is like the legit like Sith Lord killer, aside from like Anakin.
Obi-Wan, all of them has the most experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's why he
Force-wise, I believe Anakin is stronger, but with
absolutely. No, that's no contest.
Obi-Wan is unmatched.
When it comes to pure like skill, it would go to Obi-Wan hands down. But when it comes to like pure untapped power, it would go to Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's genuinely why like Anakin was able to like hold toe to toe with Count Dooku when Obi-Wan wasn't able to. That's why Anakin's not the one who gets knocked unconscious. That's why, I don't know. Anakin was a very powerful Jedi. He was more powerful than Obi-Wan, absolutely, but Obi-Wan was just genuinely smarter and more skilled.
Like, if they fought in the first Star Wars movie, the original one, Obi-Wan would have won, because everything that Anakin would have had the advantage on, being age, force, he has lost due to the robot machine, because Palpatine intentionally made him weaker and have difficulties.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It would basically almost be the same fight they had in the Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
But it'd end quicker because all of the disabilities that he's been given by Palpatine.
Yeah. I mean, that's 100% accurate.
Which makes that movie harder for me to watch.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I'm like, kill him! You can end this now!
Yeah, no, absolutely. If Darth Vader, let's rephrase, if Darth Vader was out of the suit and still retained pretty much all of the power that he had when he was Anakin, like
he would have been
unstoppable.
He would have never been defeated ever.
Essentially, yeah, and he would have, genuinely speaking, he would have taken down Palpatine. He probably would have been this evil like tyrant, because there's no way he's going back, especially after he might have gone to his wife, actually. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, in Revenge of the Sith, he straight up said, "We'll overthrow Palpatine. I'll do that right now."
Yeah.
Because he knew he probably could.
Yeah, and Palpatine knew too, because he's getting ready to fight with Yoda, and he goes, "You will not stop me. Darth Vader will become more powerful than either of us," and he like ignites his lightsaber. And,
yep.
That's how the fight starts. And Yoda goes, "Faith in your new apprentice, misplaced maybe." That's a terrible Yoda, but like...
No, it was like Kermit and Yoda, and I dig it.
But yeah. Genuinely speaking, I freaked out people one time. We were watching The Phantom Menace, and I like started reciting it word for word as it was playing, because I've watched the movie so much, and everybody's like, "Dude, stop." And I'm like, never. This is my jam. It's like a song that you know really well, except it's like 3 hours.
I liked everything in Phantom Menace except for the kid in Jar Jar.
I didn't mind Jar Jar.
I liked him when I heard the theory that he would be a Sith Lord. And then I watched the other 2 movies. I'm like, oh, so he was just a tool to be used by Palpatine to gain power. Great.
I never hated Jar Jar. I've never hated Jar Jar, like, whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm 100% okay with Jar Jar. Like, I understand why people hate him, because he's kind of annoying, but, like, I've never had a problem with him. And that might just be because I've been watching the movie since I was really young. And when I was really young, I thought Jar Jar was hilarious. So... Like
no, I got him.
I love you. I loved that.
He stood no chance for me because I started watching in my angsty years.
Oh,
right
I
after
gotcha.
the Clone Wars too.
Yeah, no,
I know
that's the
what this
thing.
character's about.
That's what irritates me. Is like I'll be talking to people about Star Wars sometimes, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you need to like see it from my perspective because you're really dumb because you don't agree with me." And it's like,
I
dude,
get the perspective.
Yeah, it's like I've been watching since I was really, really young. If anybody knows these movies, I know these movies, and I'm 100% allowed to have whatever opinion I want. Especially since I've been watching since I've been really young. So.
Oof. All right.
So, what's up? I was the other guy. He was.
Guy 2.
Guy 2.
No.
The other guy in Guy 2. That was it.
Yeah, and this was us on Star Wars and some VeggieTales.
Star Wars, VeggieTales,
and
One Punch, Power Rangers. I don't know, stuff like that. That was it. It's
VeggieTales, Star Wars, and more.
Yeah.
That's the name of this episode, right there.
Guy 2, another guy. That's it. That's us. That's the podcast. So
we out. Bye. Yeah.